Just back to the 550-acre purchase from the NLHC. I mean, everybody involved in this process, or the key players in the process, were all very close to you. There was your son-in-law, the president of the Housing Corporation had a key role in running your campaigns when you were Premier. The Commissioner of Member Interest, when the sale went through, was actually the former president of your party. Don't you think that looks bad, all those people being involved with this deal?
You can't have it both ways. Like, a blind trust is a blind trust. Like, what am I supposed to do? If there's no blind trust, well, then I'm actively involved, and then if there's any perceiving or perception of anything done wrong, then I wear it. But if government and the people of the province are going to ask me to pass everything over to trustees and I do it, well then, I can't be implicated in any kind of potential wrongdoing just because, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you're not looking at that project as a great project for Newfoundland and Labrador, but you're going to look at it as possibly something that was underhanded or something, well, that's just simply not the case. I mean, this was a transaction that was done with a public offering, so anybody in the world could have bid on that property. As well, 2/3 of that entire property out there was bought when I wasn't even in public life. So, I started on this endeavour long before I ever even, quite frankly, contemplated running for the leadership of the Progressive Conservative Party, and have built that in, and will build that into something absolutely wonderful. So, to imply that there's anything wrong, with a blind trust transaction, when I'm forced to put my holdings into a blind trust, like I said, you can't have it both ways. You can't say put it in a blind trust and then be totally responsible for anything the blind trust does.
But how can a blind trust be blind when it's run by a family member?
Because the whole concept of a blind trust is that there's a Chinese wall, that they basically go out, they act in the best interests of the trust, and that's the trust and good faith that you place in them. And then at reasonable periods, sanctioned by the Commissioner for Members' Interest, they come back and report as to the status of that trust to make sure that I don't lose everything while I'm in public office. God knows I gave up enough financially and personally to take 10 years out of my life. So at least I have the right to know from time to time how things are going.
So did your connections help you get this land?
Absolutely not. Absolutely categorically not.